Welcome everyone, it's time for more Anno 1800. Well, last time we finished the World's Fair. It's right over here. Very lovely. We've already gotten some things out of it. Apparently what you can do is you can sort of attract things. And most of them were like stuff for the museum, stuff for the zoo. Interesting in its own right, yes. However, in order to actually get the good stuff, you need to have a lot more investors than I do. So now I can only get like uncommon and rare stuff, which is very much uninteresting considering what I have. So what I've been focusing on is, indeed, what it says right here, architectural wonders. So basically what I've been getting is, if we go into here... Where did that end up? Did that just end up in here, I wonder? Where the hell did it go? Hold on. This one, Luxurious Esplanade is what I got. So some lovely mosaic paving, as well as some columns and more columns. I don't know exactly, are these? Okay, so these are set pieces. You don't change them, maybe? So this would be straight ones, these are angled ones. So that's what I got. Lovely. And we're basically continuing to do just that until I get more investors, which we will see when I get to that. Not right now. Anyway, that is one thing. The other thing is obviously a lot of stuff going on in Adam Falls. We are expanding on this thing. I'm preparing, as you can see here, we're getting more and more stuff. And this whole area is probably going to be housing eventually. That is the plan, because the big thing here was actually two things. Number one is the mail. We're doing fine here. They have all the regional mail that they can want. Do you have access to it? Yes, you do. Do you? Yes, you do. Lovely. But also, obviously, the forestry thing. We have a few trees. For now, there's going to be a few trees, a few lumberjacks huts. We have a few of those, but we're gonna have more, because if we look at the entire production of wood, we're still underperforming. Yes, so that is gonna be a thing that we keep doing. So we're basically just gonna sort of start copying these, and I think I might actually move these a little bit, because I think I can have another row, but not if they are as they are, I think. We'll see, we'll get to that, don't worry. The other thing that we're also going to do here is furs, because we are slightly underproducing on that too. Now, for the most part, these people are rather doing their own thing, but you have arrived at bread, so that is the thing that we're going to be doing in this episode. I can't really do a whole lot more with the palace as of now. I was saying maybe I can prepare as much as possible. Not impossible that I do that, because I kind of know what the shape is going to be, so I can do the interiors even though I don't have the actual modules. Because the point is, to get more modules plus 2, I need another 8,000 people living in here, and yeah, that's a bit difficult. Now the point is, yes, I'm doing Adam Falls, that's going to give me a bunch more people, but do remember the skyscrapers. Yes, those presumably contain a bunch of people, I'm going to assume. Now, the skyscrapers are probably going to be sort of here-ish, I'm thinking. That seems reasonable, but okay, you know what? Maybe actually they're going to be here, now that I think about it. Maybe these will be skyscrapers. The reason why I'm saying that is that I might not want the skyscrapers out here, because, well, there's not going to be a whole lot more over here. Maybe I even want to go down to, like, engineers here. Who knows? I don't know, so we're going to figure that out later. Anyway, with that said, what we're doing in this episode is continuing with Adam Falls to build that out. But I was also talking about starting production of this place, because I kind of want to just finish this, because it's not finished, so I do want that to be a thing. So, yeah, that's sort of the plan, as much as I have a plan. Let's have a bit of a look at Adam Falls. We need to do some bread production, and that is not going to be too bad. We have a flour mill. We can have a flour mill around the back here. That's kind of lovely. Have a flour mill around the back together with 2 bakeries sitting here. And what did that now do for the grain situation? As soon as it kicks off, still fine. Did I... hold on, what... wait, did I do that incorrectly? No. Why did it... Hold on. You're... Oh, it's because you actually haven't started production yet, maybe. Because it should be equal here. That's fine, but that one should be... Oh, no. I see what's going on. I see what's going on. You bastards, you have access to flour, but we are shipping flour here, so we should already be sitting at a fair bunch of it. Yes, we are sitting at a fair bunch already. That means if I do want to have this... Oh, that's actually true then, isn't it? That we should just make sure that these people do it themselves. We shouldn't really rely on deliveries, but we are producing quite a lot of it in Crown Falls, so it's not really a problem. But yeah, I can say that is what we did the last episode. I have catered to almost all the needs of the farmers. We're lacking overseas mail and jam I haven't gotten to yet because that is with tourists, which I have sort of not done much with. In some time. I really ought to get back on that. But yeah, there is the little colibri. He's doing the rounds. We are trying to get the regional mail up, but it's actually okay. You know what? Not terrible. We are almost making a surplus, I think. Because he's gonna come in with 10 more in just a few moments. It says 30, by the way. You're not seeing it. Seeing it, I realize that now. Right. Intriguing. Now, I could, if we look at mail, would it be reasonable, now that I think about it, would it be reasonable for this guy, what are you saying? Okay, I don't know what you're saying. What I was thinking was, you are picking up and delivering Crown Falls, Manola. What if we did... what if we changed this one to Adam Falls? Yeah, because Adam Falls currently... Weren't you doing quite all right on the local mail? No, you're not. Okay, never mind then. Not just yet. We might get there because, again, we're going to just keep expanding here. Were we doing fine on everything, by the way? Or are we underproducing? We are currently not underproducing. It's only the flour, but we know about that. Good. So all of that is fine. Do I just keep expanding now, then? Is there a reason why I wouldn't just keep expanding? I don't think so. So how about we just keep expanding? And we are going to expand here because this is where we have the post office. So I want to focus on that if I can. Now, right, we are going to have that one and that one. And another one. Wait, no, I have one in between. So this would be very close, but does it have to be that close? I don't know. You know what? It doesn't matter. It's not like money is a problem for me, if you know what I mean. So we're going to add that. You come down there. So actually, yes, we're going to have another one of you here. We can now grab you to here. Let's just sort of get it around out of wood. We can actually fill this in too as well. I have only 2 as a matter of fact, and that's fine. Can we upgrade this? We could with timber. We should. Another 250 storage and also obviously more ramps, etc. We're already sitting at 600, so getting up to 850 is absolutely fine as well. Anyway, what are you doing? Did you just deliver? Yeah, you just delivered a whole bunch of stuff. Have we got an... I did set up a sugar thing, a sugar route. Have we received sugar yet? We have... Probably not yet, right? No, we do have sugar here. We have a lot of sugar, in fact. Yes, I could have seen that when I was looking at them, that they do have the sugar. Lovely. So you're sitting at 20 farmers each here, which is bloody lovely. Now that I added all of that, I am expecting this to not look as good as before. No, we need more schnapps. Would you believe it? More schnapps, eh? That is how it normally goes. And you are already struggling a bit. But you are a small warehouse, so you're going to get better. Let's just add one more level here. And let's grab one more of you. Go. Is that it? No, obviously work clothes as well. Could have seen that being a thing. Yes. Let's just have you here. Those are the knitters. Can I fit one? Oh, just cannot fit one. But you know what? I'll do that. It's gonna be a bit weird
the presence of a
if I do
virtuoso.
that. Can I fit something in here? Maybe I can. Okay, we'll get another one of these. That's very good, actually. Damage to sailing ships, damage to ships, etc. That was in Crown Falls, so another one of those. Lovely. I'm actually just going to add a road here for no real reason. Right. Do I help out with timber? I think I do. There's no reason not to. Just get a whole bunch of that over here. Lovely. So that's that. Anything else that we need to consider? That's going up, that's going up. We are still not doing enough workers, so that's fine. We only really need workers primarily, I think, for the jobs that we need workers for. But I wouldn't mind really getting them the stuff that they want either. Where are we on? Where are we on rum at this point in time? Not terribly great. So, you know what? No, you're not getting any rum. How are we on beef, though? Are we doing a lot of beef? Yes, we're doing a lot of beef, so that's a thing. Right. Rewards from the expedition. Expedition, did I say that? Exhibition is what I wanted to say. What did I get on this occasion? We have the luxury esplanade. Is that what we got? No. So we need to actually press this thing. We didn't get to the highest level. Sad. Unveil the rewards on this occasion. Do we get more of the same? Yes, we do. Bloody hell, we're getting a lot of those. And yes, my expedition, the botanical expedition, is underway. So what I was noticing the last time is that we needed weird things. On this occasion, it's not weird things. On this occasion, we might actually even get it. Right. No, wait, what? Did it say bananas before? Or plantains? Did it say plantains? It says something else. Okay, do I need to actually send some plantains? Can I do that? I have a ship. Oh, by the way, it didn't say that. Bloody hell, I was supposed to say that. Also, I have a lot of... Right, you were the one... You just dumped that back, sort of. Yes, you were the one that I cancelled. To know that I remember that. I didn't say this, which is that... I have played a little bit between episodes because I wanted to get a good thumbnail for my last video on the World's Fair, but I realized that I hadn't actually fixed it with regards to beautification stuff, which is why you see fountains, which is why you see some trees, etc. I'm not saying that this is done, I'm just saying that, yes, I had to do something to just make it look a little bit better. So, yes, that is why we have also arrived with the ship here. You have arrived with this. That is for the orchards. Now, I would love to cover as many orchards as possible. Which is not that many, is it? I have 3. I can have 3 here, right? Are you kidding me that I can't get 3 here? Oh, okay, no. I can get... Oh, I can't get 3 here, I think. I can absolutely get 3 here, but that is going to have a negative impact. I can apparently get 3 here. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Add the thing. So that is just going to make these produce even more citrus. We don't need any of those. That's for mines and cement. Mines and cement. Yes, good. But that is what you were supposed to do. I had 2 more ships. So can I I'm just gonna bring a whole haul of plantains to deliver to Crown Falls. You're probably gonna actually make it, which is lovely. But that's cool. That's all done.
Ship under attack.
That's just over there. We'll see if Alonso is being quiet in this episode. That would be nice. Let's build those out. You have arrived. Deliver all of that. And now we build even more farmers. We'll see how we fare when it comes to all of the stuff that's related to the farmers, so to speak. That is to say, all the lifestyle thingamabobs. We're gonna add even more, like so, all around this thing. We do want... I don't think I actually need this, but I will build it just for the sake of it. In fact, I don't know if I actually need this, but I am going to do it. There we go.
With a coarse air.
Did you have a coarse air? Where did I sink a ship? Oh, did you actually... Oh, how we sort of wore a few ships down, maybe. That is probably what happened there. Right, even more of you. We're gonna do that. See, so that's a lot of mail coming in there. But I am going to assume that I'm gonna need even more of these. I'm just gonna build 2 more immediately of these.
You'd be doing this for the good of all of us.
Bertie Pinkertoff's Edict of Elitism, University Members Club, maintenance down and range down. But I suppose we can do that. What do you say? Such a tragedy. Our allies struck at midnight by an invisible foe. Clean the remains of the wreckage, child, and bring them to me.
I hope you
Seems
find it
easy enough. So where is said Flotsam? Right here. We can deal with that. Let's see if I can also remember it. That's like the most important bit. You, can I can as well. Do I want it to be there, or do I actually go here instead? Because I don't think I want to go too high up. You know what, I am going to do that. Have a road come around here. Do you reach anywhere? No, you don't. So we'll have a small warehouse here, which is fine. Also, you can be upgraded. Also, you can be upgraded. Beautiful. I had dumped all of that in. Yes, you can return back home. There we go. You should, yeah, you reach there. Good, good, good. And I am going to assume that we can do basically one more of those. One more of those. I'm just going to keep doing this little weird thing here. You know what? If that's the case, move you down here. And we're also probably... I'm just going to add that. More fisheries. Apparently we're doing some stuff, some items. I should really keep a track on what the hell it is that I'm doing. We are producing something. I have also been looking a little bit at... What have I done? Did I do more printing presses, maybe? Did I? What is it that we're currently doing? So now we're doing a Hall of Mutual Ideologies for all production buildings. Yeah, that's a good one. Then we have that one for all drinks production. It's a good one. Do I actually need it? I think I kind of want to move that up. But let's see if I have some of the stuff that I want. Yes, here's the thing. Ironworks and foundries. That actually works for oil production. I think. I'm going to say I think. We're going to try it. I know that the attractiveness down is a thing, but you know what? We're going to produce... I'm going to produce one. I'm going to have that before the hops as well. Come on. Okay. No. Okay. Why can't I move you up the queue? Thank you. There we go. Right, well, we'll do this one too. Workforce needed down, maintenance down. That's not a bad one to have, for example. For example, in here, where we have a bit of space, because 150 artisans, 100 more artisans. Yeah, a lot of artisans in that one. This one is already full. Do we have here 150, 150? Yeah, it doesn't really matter, but I really don't need more artisans, that's true. It is what it is. Didn't I have a... I have a trade union here, which is not in use right now. Hold on. Is that... Didn't I... Yeah, I was about to say. I have you. You affect this guy, that guy, and I suppose that one too. Not the worst one to... I don't know. We'll figure it out. But the point is, I do want to try and see if I can't actually increase the production rate of the oil thingamabob here. That could be kind of nice. We would like to have you here. But that overlaps radius, does it? Okay, well, we can fix that, I think. Yeah, you seem to be chill if I do that. And if I have you here, that'll be fine too. So now we can have you sit here. Or we do that. We do that. And you can sit here. Actually get it even closer. Perfect. I think that'll be fine. Well, actually, it can't... Oh, right, it doesn't actually have to cover those. Okay, that's okay then. Do I have anything already? All production. I don't think that... Does that really just... Right. Could have done this, like, ages ago. The turbo generator, but you don't need to be powered yourself. The feed yard, obviously not. Carpenter works and ones of woodcutters, no. Cab assembly. I think cab assembly is also one of those that... you wonder, steam motors. No, cab assembly is gonna be this one, right? Yes, cab assembly. Okay, so what for you? Instead of steam motors produces, or other processes, motors. Is that one? No. So what the hell is a motor? Wait. Can I produce motors? Is that for... No. So what the hell is a motor? I don't know if that's good or not. But actually, you know what? Oh. Did you affect that one too? Bloody hell. Can I just add one to this one then? Holy hell. Is that true? You are currently sitting at 180. Okay, so the printing press is amazing. I don't exactly know how a printing press produces more furs, but apparently it does. So that's interesting. But yeah, we don't have anything relevant, I think. Steelworks Weapon Factory, that is very specifically those things. Clockmaker Jewelers. Right. Okay, revelations just pouring in. But what we did have was this one, animal farms, productivity and maintenance, up at productivity specifically. I wouldn't mind having one of these covering as many of these as possible. I don't know if we can. If I just grab this and get it here, is that enough? Yes. You know what? That'll do. If I do that, ooh, that is not. No, that does work. You have a tiny road coming in here. In fact, now that I look at it, surely this can actually go here. Looks a bit weird, and actually that one is not gonna, you know, be able to go anywhere else. You know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that being the thing. And in fact, you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna take the mixed trees. No, not that one. The temperate grove. We're just gonna add some trees here. But obviously have the road there. Because you... Well, actually, you got it from there. That's fine. There we go. And now we can add the fabulous feed yard to all of these. So they are gonna be increased. 100% productivity from the silo, and then another 70 from the fabulous feed yard. Lovely.
If ever a crowd was ready,
Okay,
this one is.
well, we have a game. Did I reach the top? Oh, not even close. Yeah, we're struggling a little bit here, but it's fine. It's still 120 influence, so up to 185, which is perfect. I do have a fair number of ships now. Just chill out. Oh, right. We have the Star Shadow oil tanker. This one needs to do a thing. We are gonna stop because we have already a route from Adam to Crown. This is gonna be number 2. Create a oil route. It's going to be there, from there to there. Star Shadow, pick up the oil, deliver the oil. So, yes, it did look like we have basically maxed out the oil here. And we almost have. But the point is obviously that you're not producing as much as you can. Because you're sitting at 400 now. What are you sitting at now? Yeah, because you only have access to 3 and 3. So really what we would like to do, a printing press, you say. Did I have another one of those? Because if not, I'm going to produce more of them. I don't think I actually had one, right? No, I only had the turbo thing. I would love more printing presses. Yes. And it doesn't really matter, I think. Well, I mean, I suppose you have access to 4, so you're a bit more efficient. But really what we would like to do then, well, printing presses, yes, but we did just line up after the drinking thingamabob. We did line up the bechamel converter, which I do believe works on that too, and that is 60% productivity up, which is quite great. And the printing press was, what, 25? We're first needed down, that's kind of nice. But yes, indeed, 25 and 60, you know what, we'll wait for the converters and see if those actually work better. Which they should. It's a bit interesting. I do wish that the game was a bit clearer on this, which is that it says all ironworks and foundries. There's like 10 different buildings, or even more, 15 buildings that actually covers. But how the hell do I know that? Like, how can I know which buildings? It's a bit sad that you don't get it immediately on the screen here. I don't really like that as much. Anyway, back to Adam Falls. We can produce more stuff here. And where is the production? Everything is currently fine. Wild Swan has arrived with the plantains. Deliver plantains. And now this lovely bastard can get some plantains. I don't know if we're gonna make it, but we can. So, are we just gonna get stuff like this? It's not terrible, you know, but the point is, and this is a bit sad, that we only have access to the brick road and nothing more. Because I would love this to be the road, but it can't be the road, because if that's the road, then we don't have anything. Rather, we can't actually get the connections, if you know what I mean. Now, what does this actually look like? Could I place these? Would that look okay? Not really. And yeah, step on art, it says. Cool. Okay. See, I'm not terribly fond of that. I mean, we could probably have it. We could probably replace stuff like this. Could have that. But we have the columns and everything. Where would I have? We could have some of that here, I suppose. Maybe? Got like some columns here. Almost feels a bit weird. I don't know. We'll think about that. So over to Adam Falls again. We still have, had I covered all of that. So how are we feeling about this now? Well, you just picked up stuff. How fast is that going up? Like, not terribly fast. Is there... Ooh. Do we have items that affect post offices? Maybe. I mean, because you're working at 400% to produce one. Right. You are working quite fast already. Well, okay. So I think that... I'm wondering now, like, what is the measurement here? So you're producing local mail at 420. And that is based on the residents, yes. So this will increase. If you look at this one, it shouldn't actually be as fast because this only has 1,492. Gotcha. So this one is currently more efficient. We can help out with that
for the kids.
by doing that, and that. And would you believe it? We are actually
Ship under
gonna...
attack.
Let's say need. I don't know if we actually need it, but we are gonna place. And I can't. That doesn't actually fit. We can fix this. We can absolutely fix this now that I think about it. Because we can move you in there. And then we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need all of this. So we can instead... And I didn't even need to do it much, right? Did I? I only need to move it to, let's say... Actually, let's move it here instead. That's fine. I mean, we always need to connect. We should actually... Yeah, we already have that there. Connect. Connect. For the sake of it, connect. There we go. And now we can do this. Can have you here. That'll fit beautifully. Cool. And you don't need to cover too much more there. You can cover here. Yeah, I know it's going to be very close to this little oil station, or oil pumping station here, but that's fine. Don't want the road to do that then.
Some
no, I don't.
lesions cannot be closed.
Oh, thank you, Margaret. Thank you for reminding me. Was that here? Where did I... Yeah, this guy. Oops, I was about to forget. We have 14 minutes, it's fine still. But yes, change the road like so. We can remove that, good. So don't need to have ugly stuff going on here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There we go. So now you are gonna have more. How are we feeling on the... If we look at you guys, how are we feeling on all of the stuff that you need?
Ship under attack.
That is just here. Well, actually, no, we do want to check these on occasions, because sometimes he has frigates and stuff that's just being annoying. So we do want to check it. For now, everything seems fine.
The moon is full, my prey.
For the love of God, we were just doing a quest for you. Ceasefire, thank you. How much you want? 90,000? That's okay. Bloody hell. Hopefully we can deliver the thing during a ceasefire. But let's hope so. Right. What was I thinking? Yes, I was just looking at these flowers. I know, it's fine. Flowers, soap. We have... What do we have? Why doesn't it actually sort the things that we do have higher? We have some sugar over there. We have some fertilizer, quite a lot of fertilizer. We have a lot of herbs. We have a lot of hibiscus petals, so much in fact that we're almost maxing out. So all of that is lovely. Yes, even the new guys down here, they have everything they need in terms of everything. Beautiful. So we could do more again. More workers. workers, because
I'd
again,
never put a halfpenny on
even though
it.
I have so much stuff for the farmers, they are at 20, and even the workers who don't really have, well, anything, they're at 21 already. So if I want even more population, which is what I'm aiming for here, workers might be the way to go. Well, we know that we can do all of this stuff. They need soap, they need school, all of that is absolutely a-okay. So, do I max out on workers then as well? Think I just do that, because we have a lot of farmers. We can do a lot of farming, like so much farming. Okay. Well, how about we plan this out a bit? We want the school. So where would the school go, and how far does the school reach? It reaches about there-ish. So if I do a school here, if I do a school here, I shall give you your road, don't worry. If I do the school here, that ought to cover quite a lot. You cover... It's really difficult to see sometimes. I think it's there, right? Yes, so we can easily do this entire lot. Wabam! So there you go. Now you want everything, and you want beer as well. Good. So soap already exists, but we do want to produce soap ourselves, and we don't have any pigs, so we're gonna do pigs, and that is gonna be okay. Where do we want that then? I'm gonna focus that over here. Yes. So let's do a small warehouse here. We're gonna do some pig production. We are not gonna need...
Celebrate your leadership.
We are gonna have a silo. And how did I do these again? Allow me to check. Allow me to check. We do them... right. Because we kind of want to double that up immediately. You know what? I'm okay with doubling these up immediately. So what we do is that, and then the silo comes in here. Well, actually, I don't think that's how I did the other ones over in Ruth. Okay then, well, it's what we do now. So you are gonna come around like so. I'm gonna copy you, turn you around like so. We're gonna have you covered by that road, and just a regular thing road. You are buying Ruth. I completely forgot about that. Damn it. Can I buy? No, I can't even buy yours. By the way, in New World, yes. How are we doing here? Oh, she actually... Well, she went away, apparently. Okay. Just as I made it there as well. Bloody hell. Right. We have you. You're being taken care of there. So, in fact, if I just do 2 of these, and I shall do them... no, I should do them here. 2 of those, and then 1 soap factory. That can sit sort of over here. That should be fine for those to get the soap. And then we're gonna do the beer. That's when we need the hops. Yes, okay. You're gonna lack beer for a while, and that's fine. It's only actually happiness, right? Yes, that's a happiness thing. So they're gonna be a bit sad about life, but not for too long. So what we are gonna want to do is we're gonna have 1 malt house. And you know what? I shall have that down here. You have access, no problem, to the stuff that you need. We're gonna have 2 breweries sitting at the other side of it. So this is our little thingamajig for beer, but obviously we need to wait for the hops. We still have this one to do. And I can actually increase this even higher now. Let's go for 8,000. There we go. So that reduced it by actually quite a lot. Good. Because we're going to produce that one. That was for drinks. I'm not sure. What plan did I... No, that was all... Wait, what? Right, right, no, that wasn't the drinks one. That was the drinks one. You know what, I'm gonna remove that one. Because I don't really know if I had a clear plan for it. But workforce needed down and maintenance cost down is, you know, not bad. So that's a final one to finish, but then we're gonna do... I am gonna actually replace... Okay, you know what, we're gonna do the hobs. We're gonna do the hobs first, because we kind of need it. So if we go here... Where would I then have the hops? I think I would have the hops here, so I can have a trade union sitting here. Yes, and then we can have some hops production over here. So let's do that. I know you don't have it. I know, it's fine. What are we lacking? We're lacking timber, not a problem. So we're gonna have you, we're gonna copy you, we're gonna have 2 of you, and then we're just gonna have to wait for the hop to come in. Because I think I only have 1 hop item, and that is already in use, if I'm not incorrect. Yes, that is already being in use over in K-Ruth, I believe. Yes, because they also didn't have hop fertility. Anyway, that's good. That's a preparation for the future. For the most part, though, are we doing fine now? We are just on work clothes. We can increase that. Actually, we do need to do a little bit more of this. So I was thinking do it here so we can sort of make use of some stuff. I obviously... Oh, hold on. Have I not? Hold on. I was supposed to do stuff here. I've completely forgotten. Okay. How do I plan this out then? Because you can... Okay, I'm sorry for this. I'm just gonna check.
A renowned personage has
No,
arrived.
see, that doesn't work. Valentina Alvarez, you seem special. Oh, have I done this incorrectly? I realize now. And what are you? Cattle farms, Sanga farms, productivity, workforce needed, up maintenance, but milk and herbs. Okay, you know what? Use something fun. I realized that I've done a little bit of a mistake here. We are gonna, first and foremost, shift this up 1 step. Because what I haven't done is this. Apparently the game seems to think it's quite alright anyway. But I want to do that. How about we actually prepare this a little bit? You know what I was talking about at the beginning of the episode. I was talking about making sure that these are in the correct place. Now, can I... Is it even possible for me to move these? Yes, I can move you all the way down here, and we will. Lovely sound of that. There we go. But, we are actually going to have to do this. 2, I'm thinking. Actually, hold on. No, 2 here, obviously, on the other side. And everyone just relax. No, not like that. 3. 1 more. We're gonna see if we are actually gonna have to move a bit more then. Oh, you're actually not centered. Oh, that's so annoying. So you need to be even... Okay, you do need to be 1 step further. We're probably gonna have to move them a little bit. It'll be fine. But that's annoying that you're not actually centered.
To profit.
Okay, more exhibition stuff. But there we go. What is it you lack? More of that. Gotcha. Alright then. Even more stuff has been acquired. We've got a little bit higher. No, same as before. So this is just it keeps being the same. So then, you know what? We don't have to do anything. Because yeah, getting these rare and uncommon. I do not care about rare and uncommon. So you know what? You can just rest for now. You are not needed until I get more investors, that is. What was I doing? I was doing this. So you now cover all of them, which is good. And we have the Teutonic Technical Secateurs, which is gonna make you better. And then we have Does this actually affect you? No, they do not affect. Gotcha. We have the 2-man saw, however. So that's now even more efficient. And then we have a big box of dynamites. Not gonna be useful. But also the druid's sickle. So these 4 are now super efficient. So efficient that we actually probably need to upgrade you a bit, which is fine. How are we doing, by the way, on... We are maxing out on timber again, which means that we can offload a bit. Lovely. Because you're just gonna need more anyways. That's fine. What was I thinking? We need more wheat. I can do this. Hold on. I can do this. Remove that. So what I'm thinking is we can have something that increases the production of these. Is my thought here. So you now need just a tiny bit more over here. Like so. And then you are going to get yours from... Right, because we haven't built this. Because we need more timber. Bloody hell. Well, we should get that in, and obviously we're getting that in via a ship, if nothing else. You are complaining about... Yeah, we're basically filling up on soap. So at this point we might not need to transport that over here. That's true. But yeah, we can have something. I don't have anything that's relevant right now. I do wonder, do I have anything that's relevant for...
This is nothing short of a major
display. We have the thing. But do I have anything that's for... For trade union, production. That was the one we just did. It's another one for carpentry works, which is not relevant. But spectacle, clock, cab, artisanal kitchen, cab, cattle farms. By the way, you're producing penny farthings for the cab assembly line. I'm gonna look at the motor thing, though. Clockmakers, euros, no, we don't have anything that's specifically for that right now. No worries, no worries. And we'll have a bit of a think about where we're putting that item that we just produced. So you're done there. Come down here, we build out you. For no other reason than the fact that it's good. We build that one too. And then we build out you. Like so, and there we go. So hopefully that is going to be fine. I think it will be as soon as it sort of starts production, because obviously right now it's not being very efficient at all. Do I have an item for that, by the way? Let's have a bit of a look. Hops coming in, that's smart. Again, trade union. We definitely have something, but what do we have? Animal farms and powered pastures. I mean, that's also like, that's just plus 40%. We should do that one. And another one. I have 2 of those. That's very interesting. Sewing machine. That's a good one as well. The cutting edge. Yeah, for specifically those things. Yes, that's true. Slaughterhouse, cannery. I would like something. I mean, I do have... We know about this one, which is good, but like the problem, as much as there is a problem, is that I can have this one. You know what? Even though I have the fertility, an extra 25 production or productivity, it's not necessarily bad. That's an interesting thought. But do we have anything else that is also, by the way, yes, this one also works on that's true, right? We should add that to the queue, because that one also works for the oil thingamajig. That's true. I remember that one. That was another thing. We also have a drill of some sort. Yeah, this one, the fine-handled powered auger on oil wells. Productivity up and workforce needed down. Should just add that to the queue as well, so we can really focus that. But we should actually have... Basically what we should have is this setup, the bechamel converter, the footprint of gargantuan smokestack, whatever, and the fine highly powered auger. We should have that in every single place where we produce oil. Like really, that is what we should be doing. Anyway, negative attractiveness, that's not a bad one by the way, but we're looking at stuff for farms that isn't the thingamajig. Here we go. Patent seed drill, productivity up, yes, add that one. We have the, yes, we do want another one of those, by the way.
Ship under attack.
We'll look at that later. The tube, soap factories, etc. Yeah, the drag saw for the lumberjack sets. We're gonna need a lot of these things. Oil production, like the maintenance cost down, the chance of fire up. I don't want that. Potato and hop farm. Productivity and produces schnapps. You know what? You can come in as well. Artisanal kitchen. Yeah, you know what? We have a bunch of stuff now. Lovely. We have plans, damn it. Now, we had a ship being under attack, which was over here. Gotcha. He has been really quiet for like several episodes now, which is great. How are we doing here? We are actually getting some local mail up. How are we doing over here? Regional mail, 125. In fact, local mail is down. We were at 500. You've really been... Like, you can't deliver too much, can you? Because we're basically full here. That's curious. Allow me to just check what the hell is going on here, because you should not be able to deliver all of that. If I'm not incorrect. It also says local mail. I don't know exactly if that's correct either, but it should actually just transform when we get here, I suppose. But allow me to just check. You should not be able to deliver all of that, because we are full up here. So how does this work? You come down, you deliver how much? How did you deliver everything? Okay, I have found a problem here. We are going to change this to 10 as well. That must be fine, and if that's the case, then we have a problem here as well. Which is that you're picking up way too much here. Okay. Intriguing. Intriguing. Is that why you are just out of local mail all the time? Because you always pick up so much. Well, actually, I don't think that you're producing even 10 in the time it takes for you to go back and forth here. Probably not. Okay, well that's fine. I mean, if we can see that we produce a whole lot of mail here that is not getting taken care of, we could actually have another colibri going between Kairuth and this place, just to get. Well, no, don't really need that, because that's again regional mail, which is what you have already. Okay, you know what? That's a small point, I suppose. Anyway, how we're looking now on grain, by the way. Are we producing grain? Well, yes, but also barely, but we're gonna increase that soon. Flour is not being produced enough, but we are again being shipped flour too, so we should have a net positive, I think. Good. So everything is going fine here. What population do I have here right now? In Adam Falls. What is that? 6.3? Cool. But if I get more of these guys, that's gonna go up. That doesn't give us people, it just gives us stuff, so to speak. We could definitely start shipping beef here. What's the situation, as a matter of fact, on the balls? Are we maxing? No, we're not maxing out on that either. What else is it that you want? I mean, you guys, you also don't have anything. What's the hot sauce situation? Aren't we shipping that here too? Yeah, it's actually not go. Who's using hot sauce then? It's not you guys. Clay pipes you are probably not gonna need either. Yeah, we don't have a lot of those. We might have to go back to Mbesa at some point to increase production there for several things. That's true, and actually New World as well. Hot sauce, we can obviously make it there. No reason to go to Mbesa for that. But clay pipes, for example, not a bad idea to get a few more of those. But Adam Falls is picking up speed, I'd say. We're gonna increase it even further. We're gonna fill out all of that, and as much as it feels reasonable to do over here. And that'll be fine. You are gonna have eventually a trade union as well. That can just sort of sit here. Doesn't have to be connected to a road. No, it looks weird, but it can be there. So, right. Many episodes until this whole thing is done, by the way. A lot of episodes before that is done, but I've added a few more people, a few more of my engineers over there. So I suppose, you know what? As we're waiting for this, and as we're waiting for all of those items, in the next episode I am deciding that we're doing the old town and this place. I have a small idea to actually have a beach here, because that has some positive effects, I believe, and especially for the tourists, right? Because they think about beaches, don't they? I think they think about beaches. Palace, bar, or don't they? They might not, you know. I thought that they were interested in beaches. Okay, apparently not. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But having a small beach here, I think would be kind of cool. Maybe just focus it on here so I can sort of expand this business should I need it. That's an idea. But yes, the old town, which is going to take up sort of this space over here, I think that is going to be where we begin. That'll be lovely. For now though, this has been ghostmutgaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.